Okay, the Harley tanks are almost done now. I went now and I put the grommets all back in. There's 3 of those. All those back in, and now we're fitting these shields, gas tank shields. I'll put those in. I'll show you kind of what we got here. What's our right-hand thread? You can see how these are nice and shiny on the inside. So the way we're doing these is they come with a rubber gasket that you can put down first. Stainless bezel sits in there, then your cap. But this creates this look with this black rubber around here. Not a real nice look. I realize what it's for. The rubber is supposed to keep the fuel from getting up there, but it raises the caps way up, so we're not going to use the rubber. I'm going to bond these right on here with JB Weld adhesive, and we're going to seal with that right around this inside edge. You can see how it lips down on the inside right here. So we're going to make sure we've got a good tight seal right there. The rubber on our cap right here, that will seal on top of this stainless bezel. And what I've done here now is, like I say, I've already drawn around this. I've showed these before, the Stabilo style pencils. They're not really a grease pencil. They don't leave any greasy residue after you can paint over them, whatever, so it's great to use on products freshly painted or anything else. So I've drawn around this, and I've made an index mark right here on the inside where it goes. And I'll show you what I've already done here on this one. You can see how it's all roughed up on the inside now. With a spur bit, Dremel tool here, and rough that up. Now I've marked this. I'm going to rough this edge up right here, where I know I'm going to seal around the inside. Make sure that we've got a good surface to bond to right here. And we're going to mix up some JB Weld, apply it inside of here. We'll put them down in place, index back where they were, my index mark, index them on, and push them down nice and tight, wipe any excess off that we have on the inside, and make sure, put the lid back on so we know they're centered up in the openings the way they should be. So I won't bore you with all that. I've got to walk our way through it. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll bring you back when we have those in. Okay, here's the final on the Harley parts. Back fender. I went over some of this the last clip. Get pretty dark when I took that. It's daylight now. Got a lot of light coming into the shop. You can really see these parts and how they just glow when the light hits them. Very nice parts. Nice color. This is going to be picked up today. They're doing the bike right now. Bike's getting a new frame. Basically a complete rebuild. They're just swapping over engine and forks and parts like that, of course. So we did a redo on these tins. Just giving you the last go around on them. So everything looks on them. Like I said, I did my install on these rings up here. See how nice that come out? They're sealed. On the inside, you can see the gray down in there. They're sealed to the bung. So there should be no fuel get underneath there. Caps work as they should. there, real nice. Finished real nice. Like I said, they're attached real well. Work nice and keeps the fuel away from the edge of the paint line. Like I said, these were built right up. The bungs were put in flush on these. There was no easy place to cut off the paint, so you had to run it right through the edge. And try to hope that the paint seal kept the fuel from getting under it. We had some old bodywork issues on them. Had a leak on the side, I said once before, where the tanks were put together. Somehow the fuel will find a way. It'll seep to the outside. If there's a leak anywhere, when it gets to the paint, it'll cause a bubble. It will fume underneath the paint and blow up like a bubble on the paint surface. So that's why I try to protect them up here. So there they are. Everything is all done. Very nice. It's bike riding season here now, so I'm sure the owners wanted to get the bike on the road, get some ride time in. So there you have it, all the Harley parts. Come out very nice.